I am the Mainly Digger, and this is my live chat. There's one thumbs up. No one's watching right now, so I'll just talk. Went back to the Kennedy Estate today. It was snowing. I got one viewer. It was snowy and wet, and still got out. It was good times. The oh, it was wet. It was wet. The snow didn't stick. It was supposed to be 8 to 9 inches, but there's probably only an inch out there right now. And yeah, it was it was wet. It was really wet, muddy. Had a good time. Who? Someone was beating me and went goodbye. Watch the last video I did was on square nails. Hey, what's up, finders keepers? How you doing? Found a lot of square nails at the Kennedy Estate, like a lot. They've become my pull tabs. Um, so I've learned a lot about them through my research. Uh, which is has been interesting. Like I didn't think like I've done research on square nails before, but not this in depth. I was trying to gauge. I know how old the property is or the estate, but I was trying to find out how long that structure had been there on the property, and I couldn't really find out because there's so many square nails are just different. What are you guys up to? Have you guys done any digging lately? Have you found anything good lately? Yeah, and that's because the property itself is in two different counties. So, and the borderline is pretty much the creek. So the the Judge Kennedy, like owned all that property. So it's like half of the property you see in the map is, or over half the property is now public land, and it's where the dump is. So, I mean, I can get there, but I have to get permission to get there. It might be public property. I have to find out. But some of that is private property, but we'll see. I'm excited to go see. But the structure, the you can see I outlined it in the on the map in yellow. That's the pretty sure that's the structure I found. Oh, that's awesome. I still haven't found a coin yet, but I can't wait. I know it's there. But yeah, it's today I didn't want to go coin shooting. I just wanted to find because I know there's another structure on that property. I'm trying to find that other structure because that other structure was an actual household or house site. And well, good thing is like going through the property and seeing it when there's a little to no snow. Like I saw different high spots on the property, so I can go check that out. But yeah, it's the property's amazing. I know. I'm excited. I'm excited. That property is never boring. I never get tired of going to that property and finding stuff. I just wish I had more time to do it. My jobs, I, work is just getting in the way. Wish I could just like quit my job and go full time metal detecting, but I can't. Um, all right. I wish I could retire early. That's what I've been thinking about. If like how I could retire early and still make money, it'd be great. I could. I probably could just go along the creek. They actually, I think I found where someone was like not staying, but like where they stayed for an extended period of time, which I told the property owner and like not happy about that at all. But it's very peaceful. It's very peaceful. It smells though because it's near the town dump or the town waste treatment, so it gets kind of stinky. So like every once in a while, I'll be digging and I'll catch a whiff of something I didn't want to catch. But yeah, it's good times. It's an interesting place. Just the history behind it. And there's so much more property besides that one spot where I detect that the Judge Kennedy owned. So I'm excited. I'm excited for spring. I want to go in that water though. I can't like. I've been watching like on YouTube. I've been watching a lot of water hunts and creek hunts and stuff like that. And it's like I cannot wait. It's been fairly protected for a long time. Like the owner didn't want anybody on the property, and like I just called at the right time when the owner was like, "Yeah, go ahead." But and the owner said like no one's really asked before. But so yeah. But I cannot wait till spring. I cannot wait till it warms up so I can get in that water. Because that like the blacksmith site, possible blacksmith site. I also think it was a mill site because it actually researching split mills. Like you can see, like I don't know, like where the foundation is on the creek. Like I'm excited to go like explore that. Hey, American Outdoors, how you doing? Um, I'm excited to go because if it's a mill site, that means it's been there for a long time. Adventures with Mark, how you doing? But yeah, if like I'm excited. I'm excited for spring. Cannot wait to get out and into that creek. A little bit of metal detecting. It's all pretty much shallow water too, so I can take the Garrett out and do it, or my bounty hunter. I just can't submerge it. I wish I had a submergible metal detector. That'd be so much fun. But I'll take my snorkel and my pinpointer out too. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for the spring. I'm done. I'm done with the snow. Like I'm done. And every time I'm like, oh, it's almost done. It snows. But yeah, we'll see. I have used my pinpointer, but I want a like it's harder to do with like I don't know. I'd love to get a submergible metal detector. 300-acre permission. That's awesome. That's awesome. You're definitely going to have to get some people together to help you with that. That'd be cool. Yeah, we're supposed to get 8 to 9 inches, but the snow didn't really stick, so we only got like 2 inches, 3 inches, which is good. And it's warm, so like it's gonna go away. But it like it was really wet and muddy today out there. But yeah, it wasn't like snow wise, it wasn't that bad, and it wasn't really that cold. It was really wet and really soggy and muddy. Um, what kind of like? Do you know what was on the property? Like, were there any? Is there like any old structures on the property? Is there like previously old structures? -2. Yeah, not my weather to go detecting at all. That's when you just stay inside. -2. Like it might, like in Maine, it might get that cold. It will get that cold, but usually it's because the wind. That's ice fishing. That's ice fishing weather right there. I think I just saw that video. Hey, David Carla, we're talking about videos and digging and everything else. Um, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I just saw that video and commented on it. Um, but yeah, that's a lot of acreage. That's a lot. But yeah, it's so many acres. 200 acres. I don't know what I like. I'll probably go actually hunting on it, like a hunting on it. But yeah, sorry, my wife is texting me. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't been able to go out detecting as much as I wanted lately because of work. So I've been watching people detecting on YouTube or scuba diving on YouTube. Like farm fields, like I love detecting farm fields, but I don't have the attention span for that. I walking in a straight line for a long period of time is not my is not my forte because I start going off. I was like, what about this spot? What about that spot? Yeah, it's like I don't have the attention span for farmers fields. I'll do it because I like detecting. Yeah, plowed fields are the best. But no, if I had the choice, well, it all depends. Like if it's plowed, because you don't have to dig as deep. Like that's pretty cool. But like I'd love going along creeks. I love or waterways, banks, embankments, the woods. But all that stuff is always it's buried deep. That's my only issue with it. Fields, except the fields around here, they only plow a little bit. Yeah, surface fines. Hey, burning sands. Um, but yeah, surface fines. I always like surface fines, but like I said, I like detecting in on the creeks, the waterways, the banks, the woods. Fields are like they're easy, but like or not easy, but like I don't have the attention span for that. It's like I walking in straight lines for an extended period of time. Like I'll go off somewhere else and be like, oh shoot, I got to go back to this to what I was doing. That would be awesome. That's like eventually maybe I'll get over to the UK and find some Roman stuff. I don't think it'll ever happen, but that'd be so much fun. I do stake off smaller sections and grid. That's how I found the Kennedy or the structure on the property. But like I don't know, I can't do straight like I don't know. It's something about fields. Like it's all a subconscious thing where like I just see I don't know. But yeah, it's detecting, so I like it and I'll do it. I've done a couple of farmers fields in Pennsylvania. As the same farmer as an Amish guy, but then like he put manure on his fields because he's a farmer, and I was like, man, I'm not digging through horse poop or cow poop. Yeah, yeah. I'd love to wander though. I love wandering through. Like I have to like I'll have one point. Like I want to one task. I want to finish this task. I'll detect this certain area, and then I'll have a great idea and wander somewhere else. It's all fun. It's all detecting. But but that's how I've always been. Like I have ADD. I was like just wander and venture off and do whatever I really want. That's just how it is. Hey Terry C. But yeah, I would love to go. I'd love to go over to Scotland too. Like that's if I were to travel, that's the first place I would go to in the UK is Scotland. Scotland. I just it's Clooney's a Scottish name, and that's where my ancestors are from. So like, I'd love to go there. England. I'd love to go to England. England would be fun too. Ireland. I've been to Ireland though, but not like it was for the military. So we landed at an airport. I got to see the Ireland from an island, and then we took off for about I don't know 5 hours. I was in Ireland. Yeah, it's I got to see Germany though. I didn't. I wish I could have detected in Germany, but I was doing military stuff, so I couldn't. Germany was awesome, but Scotland, France, like France would be good. I would also love to go down to the Caribbean and like just go detecting there. Let's just find pirate treasure. I want to find pirate treasure. That'd be so much fun. Just go on the beaches. Uh, One of the guys I work with is from Puerto Rico, and like I'm trying to get him into detecting so he could Like when he goes back home, he can find stuff. I just Puerto Rico would be interesting too because there's so much history. There's so much Spanish history there. Anywhere in the Caribbean would be awesome to go metal detecting or just stay. Where else would I like to go? Um, Anywhere really, and I'd love to travel. I'd love to get out of the United States for a little while, but it's not in my future. The Yeah, so I've been able to get out detecting not much due to work. So this is my first day detecting it, and not that long, probably about a week, but it feels like it's been a while. Um, but yeah, I've been watching different people detecting on YouTube, a whole bunch of different channels. Thanks. See you in a while. Hey, Nugget Shooter, Arizona. I was just what I was because I spent a lot of time in Arizona. I was talking to somebody, one of my friends from Arizona at Tucson, and something happened. Never mind, something happened. I can't remember what it was, but it was pretty big. And I miss Arizona. I would, if I was to retire and I would sell all my stuff, I'd move back to Arizona. It's a good place to retire. Wow, that's gonna bug me. Like I had a whole conversation with an old friend about something that happened in Tucson. I don't remember it. Yeah, Tucson was fun. Tucson was a good time. That's another place. The Thames. I'd love to go mud lurking. Just walking up and down the shore to find stuff, bottles. I always watch the YouTube videos on mud lurking. I love it, love it. I've been trying to get other people to watch it with me, and they're like, and then they'll watch it later and be like, that's pretty cool. Only I've only heard about Glendale. I haven't been there. I think no. I have a aunt that lives in Flagstaff. Yeah, if I definitely will. It'll probably be a couple decades from now. I'm not retiring for a little while. Um, but yeah, yeah, Arizona would be a nice place to retire. I don't know about Tucson. I probably wouldn't go back to Tucson. I'd probably visit Tucson, but I wouldn't go back. Tucson is a I don't know. Tucson's different. Where are the Mingus Mountains? Or Mingus Mountains, excuse me. In Tucson, I used to go to they call it Seven Falls. There's Seven Falls. It's a part of Sebago Canyon. I mean, it's gorgeous. Like it'll be hot, hot, but you climb those hills, and it's like the water's just amazing. Seven Falls, it's amazing. I used to climb a mountain a lot. It's not really a hike though, but like it was always fun to go up. I used to love going out. I forgot what they're called. The washes. I used to love going to the washes, just to explore and see what's there. Yeah, Arizona. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Not Seven Falls. Wide Earp Days in Tombstone. Like I went up there twice. Both Wide Earp Days is like around or was around Memorial Day. It's so much fun. It just is. Like they have all the wild cowboy action stuff going on. Like you'll be walking down the old street and all of a sudden a gunfight will happen. It's they're actors, but like it's just fun. It's just fun. I did not go to the Grand Canyon. I was so like I always wanted to because I was only like 16 or 17 at the time, and never got to go to the Grand Canyon. like I didn't think it was BS, but like I always saw it and I was like, trying to think about how, how it's a trick shot or how they made it into a trick. But it like they do it. Yeah, I mean, there's some people with that hand-eye coordination, and they've been doing it for so long that it doesn't. They could probably do it eyes closed, blindfolded. But yeah, it was a fun time. Every time I went there, it was a fun time, and it was just different. Like everybody had a six shooter on, or like where they were in period costume. Um, Wild pig, yeah, I would love to shoot a wild pig. Like I've heard stories and I've seen it on there was actually a TV series on it in like around 2013, 2012 that I watched all the time about I think they were in Texas or southern or in Florida or whatever, Louisiana, and they just go pig hunting. And I always wanted to do that. The pigs are evil bastards. The feral pigs, evil bastards. I did not make it to the ostrich festival at all. I've never heard. I know I've heard of it. I heard it talked about it once. Yeah, it's. I used to be a really good shot back in the day, and I still am. I just haven't. I just don't go shooting that much anymore. Um, Also, like I forgot the guy's name, but he was a spokesman for Benelli shotguns, and he would throw up everything you'd think of and shoot it with a shotgun, like clay pigeons. He would throw up like 10 at a time and hit them. It's amazing. I love watching that stuff. I love shooting tricks. I love watching shooting tricks. And there's a guy with a bow that could do the same thing, but like it's a bow, so it's just you're like, oh, whoa. I think it was American Shooter. They used to be on American Shooter or whatever, or American Gunman or something like that, or American Outdoorsman. American Outdoorsman. Um, always a good show. Always a good show. I love that show. That was like in the '90s too. But yeah. No, I'd love to go. I'd love to go pig hunting. Um, I've been moose hunt. I've never gotten a moose, but I've always because my dad's a Maine guy and he'd take people moose hunting all the time. So technically, I've been moose hunting. I've just never got a moose. All right, nugget shooter. Um, Deer hunting. I've been deer hunting. Fishing in Maine's outrageous. So I've done a lot of fishing. I've actually no, I've never went fishing out sea fishing. Uh, I've never done that or lobstering. I know a lot of lobstermen. Um, they're all over Maine, and they're lobstermen are interesting people. There are some hardy people. Um, that is some. It is good money, but it is hard labor. That is hard work. Um, a different type of person. Um, but yeah, it's lobstermen are crazy. They're crazy. The loggers too. Loggers in Maine are crazy. Like different type of people. They're like I don't know. They're hard to explain. But yeah. So eventually I'll get back to Tucson. I don't know if it ever will happen, but it's one of those things. Tucson's would be a great place to retire. But that's years. That's decades. Decades. Um, or maybe I'll stay. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that far ahead. Try to, but I don't plan that far ahead. Um, yeah, so future plans is definitely I can't wait till the spring so I can get that in the creek. I definitely want to go uh, searching around that creek with a snorkel and a metal detector. The I always wanted to go deep sea fishing. I just never have. like when I was in San Diego, when I was stationed in California, like we used to watch the boats come in and offload their fish, and like I just love watching like the different types of fish and stuff. It's always fun. Or in Maine, like we'd go and we'd actually go to the piers where the lobstermen bring in their lobster, and like that's where you get cheap lobster because that lobstermen can only sell commercially. They can only sell so many pounds at one time. So whatever's left over, like they'll sell to people randomly, or like they'll take home, or they'll one of the lobstermen will take home and sell it on to different people. It's how you get cheap lobster. Um, so it's like I love like like watching people come in from the sea and sell their goods and stuff. I don't know. It's a weird thing. Yeah, anytime. Let me know. Let me know. Like I said, my work schedule's changed. I have Saturday and Sundays off now, um, and it's I don't know. It should be fun. I like nothing really changes. So anytime you want to come up, let me know, or come down. Come down. Let me know. It should be good. No, I have no. So like what happened is when I joined the army, my wife we used to move all around with me. She moved to Texas with me. She moved to Alaska, but then I came off active duty and joined the National Guard and the reserves and started. We established ourselves in Maine. I bought a house, and I have two kids, two daughters, and so now they're going to school in Maine, and I have a house, so they couldn't really move with me. So I wish they were here, but they're not. So yeah, they're in Maine, living life, doing fun stuff. And it's a huge eel. That's 8 feet. That's huge. Ugh. Um, but yeah, they didn't go to Germany with me because it was only for 30 days. My wife wished she did. She so wished she did. And I wish I could have took her to Germany, but she had to stay home. Um, yeah, my wife went to Alaska. She didn't really like Alaska that much. It's not. It wasn't really her thing. Uh, Texas. She didn't mind Texas. She thought she wouldn't like it at all, but she liked it. I didn't really like Texas. I mean, there's things about Texas I like, and same thing with Alaska. There's things about Alaska I didn't like, and I do and I don't like. Um, PA's not bad. I like Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania's all right. I think the biggest fish I've caught as freshwater was a trout, or yeah, it was a trout. It was on the Androscoggin River with my dad, and it was over a foot long. That thing was huge. But yeah, the bass, like smallmouth bass, all over the Androscoggin River, and they're huge, at least 3 pounds or more, easily, easily. And they eat everything. They eat everything. Um, but yeah, I was pretty pleased with that trout. Oh, also caught salmon. Salmon's big in Maine. Landlocked salmon on Rangeley Lake, but that was over 20 years ago. And we paid a guide to go take us out, and it was a good time. Had a really good time. Trolled around for a little bit, for over like 2 hours catching fish. Um, but we caught some salmon. Those delicious. Maine is gorgeous in the summer. It is, and like I always rag on people for going to the the tourist traps, but they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. And like my thing is like people only focus on the coast, and then there's so much more. There is so much more to Maine than the coast. There's the mountains. There's everything in between that people don't ever see because they just hear about the coast and they go to the coast. What do they like? Is it so it's an eel? Like, what do they put it in? Like, what do they make it in? Is it just do they cook it by itself, or like is it put into like a soup? Like, I don't know. I've never had eel, and I try it, but I wouldn't. I don't know if I would eat it alone. I'll have to try eel sometime. I've never. I know in Maine, especially for landlocked salmon, you have to troll and you troll and you troll and you troll, and it's boring. But like when you catch a salmon, it's all worth it. Steaks, that makes sense. That makes sense. Like, does it have a fishy taste or like I don't know, does it taste like chicken? Probably not like chicken, but like, do they fry it? I don't know. That seems seems not weird, but like I definitely tried. I just say I try it. But yeah, Maine's gorgeous. Even in winter, it's gorgeous. Um, but it's like the like people have all these spots that they go to. Tourists have all these spots that they go to, and they forget everywhere else. And it's good because like locals have a gem to hide out in during tourist season. But like it's like man, there's so many spots out there that people just don't know about. Hole Pond, 12 miles in, best fishing you'll ever have. Or Tumble Down Mountain. There's a lake on top of Tumble Down Mountain, and they stock it with fish. So like you climb up there and you fish, and they stock it with salmon. So it's just like you randomly catch a salmon or trout, and it's either trout or salmon, probably both. But like one time, my father and I were up there, and we saw this plane doing like dive bombing the lake, and we're like, what's going on? And we went down the mountain. We talked to some of the locals, and they're like, yeah, that's how they stock it. So like when they dive bomb, they open up the a hatch and like let all the little fish out, and they fall into the lake. It's interesting, man. Just something I'm glad I got to see it. I love talking about Maine. I get home so homesick that it just helps me like I get excited about. Um, $13, 12 to $13, I think. That might just be the combined hunting and fishing license. Like since I'm a vet, like I get it for $3. So like I haven't paid full price for a long time. Um, yeah, I think it all depends. Like if you get a and they have resident licenses and stuff like that. So it can be anywhere from like $12 to $30 depending on what you get with it. I know the hunting license, like I think hunting license because they're pretty much the same thing. Or they're counted as the same thing. On hunting license, if you get deer tags, um, duck tags, they call it something else, or duck permit, it's $30, but that's for everything. Um, so probably ten to $12. That's get best guesstimation at this point. And it's been a while since I've bought one, but or bought one full price. Like I get it for $3, so I'm just gonna pay $3. But and I don't know that doesn't include like sea fishing at all. Like that's a whole different license right there. It's a whole nother permit. Moose license is a lottery, so to get a moose permit, you have to put your name in, and most out of staters get that because the state of Maine wants to bring tourists into that region because it's not really during a tourist season. So the more people they bring in, the more money they make in the state. Um, Just like bear hunting's the same thing, same way, except for the permit. I think you just can buy bear tags, but the industry for bear hunting is huge. Um, and people flock there to get bear, moose, and deer. But yeah, it's good. All that stuff is fun. AML checking NYC. How you doing? We're talking about hunting and fishing. No, not really metal detecting. Somehow we got on a hunting and fishing rant. Um, and Maine in general. I got talking about Maine, but we have a lot of people come up from New York, especially in the tourist season, and it's just funny. It's just people react to different people. I mean, just how their reaction. I find it funny how people react to different people, or Mainers react to different people. Maine is beautiful. Maine is gorgeous. It is expensive. Like they're just talking, or I was just reading about taxes in Maine are a big thing, but they're adding, or they're trying to add a 25% raise in taxes for gas, which is absolutely ridiculous. Is They're just crazy, Maine and taxes and how it is. Like it's crazy. All right, Burning Sand. See you later. But like it's I don't know. Like I said, taxes. I guess taxes are everywhere bad, and everywhere are bad. But like Maine, like it just makes me mad because like I just property taxes. My property tax on my house went up. But you know what my town council's arguing about right now? Plastic bags, whether they should be banned in our city or town. It drives me crazy. Drives me crazy. They also tax rainwater. Like, well, not the whole Maine, like certain cities in Maine, like Portland, will tax you if you own a house on rainwater or how much rainwater falls. And the calculation of how they tax you is like pretty much the perimeter of your house plus the height of your roof. It's crazy. Yeah, rainwater. Um, it's just interesting. Just taxes. Uh, there's some other crazy taxes I can't really think of right now. Oh, sales tax. So there's already a sales tax in Maine. Um, Sales tax on food, drinks, and stuff like that. And so, like in certain cities, the new governor has placed another sales tax. So depending on what store or whatever. So like they've done this before, and like businesses drop because people will go out of that city to get their food or get their supplies or just buy it off Amazon. So like it's not a good thing at all. Yeah, Maine politics is crazy. It is so. That's probably one of my going to be my next main video is like the politics in Maine and how cutthroat it is and how like there's so much mudslinging going on during elections and not during elections. It's absolutely ridiculous. I just don't know how to word it like very correctly, so I don't offend people. But it's like it's insane. Maine's insane, politics wise. It's an interesting place. All right, I gotta go. Y'all have a good night. Mainly to get out. I don't know when Saturday and Sunday, but like I might do a video during the weekend or during the week. I'll see what I can do. Maybe do a live stream because my time schedule has changed. I don't know. We'll see. All right, y'all have a good day. Night.